Evening. I've been asked to tie this one. I've been using this pattern a little bit of late with the big flooded waters, and I've had quite a bit of success on it. It's not a pattern I use an awful lot normally, but I felt we needed a little bit of sparkle in the water, and it certainly worked. So this is a really quite easy tie, but very effective. So I thought I'd just try it up. It's a red-headed, basically flash tail, gold and silver, with a red head. So I'll show you what I do. So I've got a partridge uni predator 4-hoe in the vise. This happens to be one of their red versions, but that's pretty irrelevant really. Some thread on the hook down to where the barb is. I do clip the barbs off or flatten them out. Some white bucktail. Not a great deal, but just enough to support the flash. Get rid of all the straggly bits, under fibres. I tie that on more or less on the top of the hook. I don't bring it right the way around on this one, on the tail. Yep, that's fine. So that just gives you a little bit of support. Then I've got a mixture somewhere in the region of 60-40 lurex gold and silver flash. 60% the preference in the gold. Tapered. I'll try to a bit of super glue. Stop the strands from pulling out. And the tag ends, just take them back. This is very simple. A little bit of glue. Bring thread forward slightly. Then some more white bucktail. Quite long. Try to get a reasonable clump. Get rid of those under fibres and short ends. Now I don't reverse tie this one, but I do try to get it a little bit further around the shank of the hook. So a couple wraps, and I just try to work it around, not being too sensitive about it. Give it reasonably even, not too much of a splay. again, drop of super glue just to keep that all together. Then you can come down quite tight on it. Then again, some gold and silver lurex flash, probably 70-30, gold and silver mixed. Lay that just past the ends of the buck. And this time try to really work that around. Drop of glue. And then take that back. Probably better with a tube, but I haven't got one on me. But take that back all around. Quite slimline, not a great bit of bulk on this. Cinch that down, come forward again, and some red bucktail. Again, you want a good clump of this. Ideally I'd like something a little bit longer, but I'm getting low, so this will have to do, but it'll be fine. Good pinch of that. And again, get rid of all the soft fibres, all the underfur. Strike the ends. This time I'm going to reverse tie. A couple wraps, and then spin it around, help it, just spread it out and get it where you want it. Slight bit of glue. Because I don't want this flaring too much, I'll take the scissors and just trim off some of those back fibres. Not too critical, but I don't want it kicking just too much. And this time I will get the tube. Even it out, push it back with a tube. Build up a bit of a weir. Don't worry about it if it flares a little bit too much, because when it's wet it will settle back. You always run it under a tap and let it settle overnight. Drop of glue. Get a lot of problems with the materials falling out if you put a spot of glue on every couple wraps. There we are. Then a bit of roven wool. I like this because it traps a bit of air, and it's exactly what I want with this fly. I'll explain that in a little bit. I find that this, if you don't pinch it, knead it together and work it before, it tends to brush out a slight bit, but so that it doesn't actually worry me with this. I'm not worried with what I end up with. If I lose 50% of it, it's fine. But it does give me a little bit of a head to start with. Seems to be reasonably even. I'm not putting a lot of effort into this at all. It will do exactly what I want it to do. Good finish. Got to come forward and back all the time, so I haven't got a camera set up on the tying table. I'm in front of the screen. The light's not wonderful, but it's doing what I want to do. So going back to the roven wool, I like this fly because I can give it a couple sharp pulls, bring it up near the surface, and because it traps the air slightly, it then hangs sort of neutral buoyancy, and it takes a very long time to sort of sink back down, and I find that very effective with the pike. They'll watch it and watch it and watch it, and then wallop. So that's about it. Couple of eyes. As usual, I'm on Evil Stick Serious Glue. Never lets me down. a 50s without eyes, to be quite honest, but I know what it's like. People like to see eyes on them. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. The red head gives you a trigger point. So there you go. Approximately 10 inches long. Very light to cast. The roven will load a bit of water, so that will give you a little bit more to actually give you some weight, but basically that's all it is. Cast that in 30-mile-an-hour winds on an iron weight, no problem whatsoever. So if you want a fly that will work in these conditions that we're getting at the moment, this will certainly work, as proven over the last few days. Thank you.